13 Polarizing Viewpoints on Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. Taylor Swift has once again shown with the Eras Tour that she is a cut above the competition in terms of artistry and dedication to her profession. She performs songs from 9 of her 10 albums every weekend at roughly 8 p.m. local time in a different U.S. location, never pausing until more than 3 hours have passed since she began. On May 28th, in East Rutherford, New Jersey, I went to her concert at MetLife Stadium. The show was undoubtedly the best I've ever seen in my life. However, after witnessing the spectacle for myself and watching all the tweets and TikToks about it that the algorithms keep displaying to me, I have some different opinions about the tour than many of her other admirers. Here are 13 controversial thoughts I have on Taylor Swift's Eras Tour, ranging from appreciating the inclusion of the one to wishing she had chosen a different era to close each show. Swift substituted the first song from Folklore for Invisible String at the tour's 5th stop in its place. Many admirers have since theorized that Swift's decision was a clue at their separation with Joe Alwyn, which was announced a few days later. If that's the case, it's a brilliant move that suggests Swift still prefers for her followers to learn about her life through her music rather than through online news stories. This motivation dates all the way back to her usage of capital letters in her liner notes to inform her audience of the subject matter of her songs. So, for 2 reasons, fans who believe the one shouldn't have been included in the setlist are mistaken. First of all, it utterly ignores the custom of Swift updating her followers on her personal life through her music. Second, there is nothing quite like hearing the first piano notes in a live performance. I should have always started the folklore section with the one and I will die on this hill. I can see the logic of wrapping up the evening with music from the album Midnights and sending your fans home with the sounds of your most recent album still ringing in their ears. But it seems odd for a concert series dubbed the Eras Tour to base the finale on an era that still exists and hasn't had time to engender sentiments of nostalgia or become deeply ingrained in listeners' lives. With Swift continuing to re-record her earlier work, ending with an older era would ultimately be more satisfying for followers who have followed her career for years and give newer fans a taste of an album they would have missed. Imagine this: Swift emerges towards the conclusion of the evening wearing a ball gown. Before she starts singing Enchanted, she shouts to the audience, "This night is sparkling, don't you let it go." Swift finishes the song and prepares to perform the night's concluding song, which she previously described on her previous tour as a song that, for me, is always going to be about you. As Long Live starts to play, the audience erupts in jubilation as Swift sings, "One day, we will be remembered." Given that she used one of her Eras Tour performances to promote the imminent release of Speak Now, her third re-recorded album and first since the tour began, this conclusion would have been the most fitting. Instead, there is hardly any promotion for the record in her set list. All she performs is Enchanted, and she even skips a few verses.